chatting, rumbling. Fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. I don't know how we did it, but we made it to the end of another week in one piece, kids. So, to start your weekend off right, I'm going to give you another nipple-purpling episode of your favorite internet sensation with Libation and Friday wrap-up. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to tonight's libation in honor of the Kentucky Derby, which is coming up tomorrow, I believe. I figured I'd go with a bourbon cocktail. I didn't want to just do bourbon. And I didn't have any mint to do a mint julep, and I'm not the biggest fan of mint juleps, to be honest. But I decided to come up with a little bourbon cocktail, and I call it a Kentucky Punch. Real simple. I'm using peach-flavored bourbon, so it's Evan Williams peach-flavored bourbon. Little 7-Up. That's it. Simple. Okay? Azalud, to drink up and be somebody. This would be a refreshing poolside cocktail for the summertime, too. So, what a fucking week. So, I was in Mohegan Sun all week. So, I had to go up there for business. I was doing a trade show there. So, I left Tuesday, drove out to Connecticut. I haven't been to Mohegan Sun in a minute. It's been a long time since I've been there. And I forgot how fucking huge this fucking place is. I mean, I swear to God, from my room to where the conference center was, where the convention center was, I swear to God, I must have walked like fucking 4 miles every day. 2 miles there and 2 miles back. This fucking place is tremendous. It goes around in a big circle. Okay? Very easy to get lost. The way they have it set up, the way it's designed, I gotta tell you, it's sort of ingenious because all casinos do this. It's not just the Mohegans. It's casino science. You can't go anywhere in that fucking casino without having to walk past machines because they keep all the machines on the outer side. So even when you gotta go to like restaurants and stuff, you gotta cut across. You're constantly walking past all the fucking machines. I mean, like I said, this fucking place is huge. I also noticed, I swear to God, I think I've said this before, but the lumpiest fucking people are in the New England area, especially Connecticut. I don't know what it is. These were all New Englanders. So it wasn't just Connecticut. They were coming in from Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine, Rhode Island, wherever the fuck. And I swear to God, these are the lumpiest fucking people. It looked like old furniture walking. I mean, like, there was a lot of fats and flats. That's what I call them. You know, fat women wearing flat shoes. And it looks like, and they have like, the fat feet. It looks like it looks like someone shoved a canned ham inside of a shoe. Like, some of them had the point, and like, it almost looked like when you have dough, proofing. Like bread dough, you put it in the bread pan, and it starts to proof. Like their foot is like erupting from this like little slipper. And they're fat and they're wandering around. And these, oh God, just mutants, misshapen mutants everywhere. I couldn't believe it. Fucking Biden inflation is a real thing because the casino was kind of empty-ish. Like I was there Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and I got to tell you, there was very, very little casino action on the floor. They had most of the fucking tables closed. They had a couple blackjack tables open here and there, a few roulette wheels, maybe 1 or 2 crap tables, rest with machines, but not a lot of people in the casino. I mean, I could go to resorts on a fucking Tuesday night, and there's more, I'm not going to say it's crowded, but there's going to be more action on the floor than there. So I don't know. I don't know. It was a little empty-ish. The bars, this is the thing that fucking drove me nuts. The bars close at 1 a.m. All of them. Even the casino stopped serving booze. Casino floor is open 24 hours. You can gamble anytime you want. But if you want to drink, you're going to die. So, most of the bars closed. There was a couple bars that closed at 11 o'clock. There's a few restaurants that closed at 9 o'clock. Yeah. More on that later. And then there was some late night bars. There was like a late night spot upstairs that was open till 1 o'clock in the morning. And then there was like the Wolf Den bar, which was supposed to be open 24 hours. Nope. So Wednesday night, It's the last night we're there. I'm entertaining some clients, some potential clients. So so we're at the Wolf Den bar, and it's supposed to be open 24. It actually said, "Oh, that's the 24-hour bar," because we got kicked out of the lobby bar. The lobby bar, which is it's a big bar with a waterfall. It's right in the middle of the fucking hotel. Beautiful, beautiful. So we went there after dinner, and I think it was like, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and the guy goes, "Oh, we're gonna be closing in about an hour." I'm like, "What? It's fucking 10 o'clock." So they kicked us out of there. So he says, "Well, there's a 24-hour bar just across in the Wolf Den." I said, "I know where that is." So and they have like, the Joker poker machines built into the thing. And then he said, "There's another 24-hour bar in the back." Again, the Joker. Usually the bars that have the Joker poker machines built into the bar top, usually they're supposedly 24 hours. So anyway, we go to the Wolf Den one. They kicked us out of there at like 1:45. I'm like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Oh, bar's closed." So we went to the other one, bar's closed. So one of the guys goes, "Hey, can you get, if we're playing blackjack or something, can we get drinks at the table?" He goes, "No. Casino stops serving alcohol at 1 o'clock in the morning." What fucking casino stops serving alcohol at 1 o'clock in the morning? The idea is you want your patrons drunk, spending money, gambling. Fuck these Indians. Something, I've had it with them. I've had it. Every time, "Oh, white man took my land." Fuck you. I don't feel bad for you. All right, so your great-great-grandfather had to put on his moccasins and walk from fucking Delaware to Connecticut. Both fucking who? Okay? I don't feel bad for you. You got a fucking casino that's the size of a fucking city, and you're fleecing everybody left, right, and fucking center. Okay? And if the fucking Mohegans ain't gonna get you, the other ones in fucking Foxwoods will. I don't feel bad for them. Enough with this fucking, the Native American play. The Native Americans have a license to fucking steal. Good for them. But you know what? Fuck it. I don't feel bad for you. Okay? So by all rights, we should restore the Cleveland fucking Indians, because the Indians didn't have a problem with that. It was the white liberal fucking retards. And then the Washington Redskins. Okay? If they could have Mohegan Sun and Foxwoods, we should be able to use the original fucking team names of those sports teams. Fuck these Indians. Okay? I'm tired of them complaining. Oh, they took a... You know what? Go suck 'em dick. Okay? That's what I have to say. If I was 1/8 Comanche, could I fucking open a casino? Okay? You never know. One of them might have fallen asleep and woken up on a slow boat to Sicily. It could happen. Sure, I could falsify a 23andMe report. Anyway, we got a big weekend coming up. We got May the 4th for all you Star Wars nerds. Yeah, May the 4th be with you. And then you got the Kentucky Derby Saturday. Big betting day. And, of course, Sunday is one of my favorite little holidays, Cinco de Mayo. Mexican Independence Day. It's just an excuse to drink margaritas. I call it the Mexican St. Patrick's Day. Matter of fact, look, I even have a Cinco de Mayo Yankee hat. I told you, I got a hat for every fucking holiday. Okay? So there you go. All right, kids. Protests, fucking, and headlocks. You need a big show to start a big weekend, and that's exactly what Uncle Tommy's got for you. So strap in, baby, and hold on to something. And don't forget the prophylactics. Let's go. Okay, on the persecution of Trump. So, Trump on trial. The judge held him in contempt this week. Said he violated the gag order, fined him $9,000, and then said next time he'll be sent to jail. If that were me, and if I was Donald Trump, if that were me, and the judge said that to me, I would have stood up, walked outside, met the press, violated that fucking gag order like a parking meter in the Bronx, and then turned around to the judge and said, "Now take me to jail." Avant go. If Trump fucking did that, I don't know who's advising this guy. Okay? But if I was his campaign advisor, I'd be like, "Come here. Here's what you do." Just exactly that. If Trump did that, New York would fucking shake. It would be vibrating with excitement. His polling numbers would fucking skyrocket overnight. The second he walks into Rikers Island, the New York City would start flickering. Okay? Polling numbers would skyrocket. The numbers would be higher than the magical late night Biden votes that appeared in the middle of the night during the election. Remember that? Okay? They would be higher than that. They'd start packing in the White House now. That's what would happen. That's what I think he should do. Okay? If I was his campaign advisor, if I was his campaign manager, Donald, come here. Listen, you're going to go do a night or two in the joint. It's okay. You got Secret Service with you. You'll be fine. The brothers love you. Okay? You'll be all right. You'll be a fucking rock star in jail. Come on. Come on. If anybody, people out there, if you know, you know. Okay? You did a little time. You know how it works over there, right? Because he'd be fucking fine. Okay? He'd be fine. Okay, kids. So we don't have any Biden blunders this week, so we're going to cut straight to black and white. Hey, man, we going to skip. You in a hurry today, motherfucker. No. I didn't really do any Biden blundering this week. I mean, I was in a casino. I was working. I was busy. I didn't really get this. Biden didn't really fuck anything up this week. That's all right, man. So what we going to talk about on black and white? Well, I said since I was in a casino for a week, I figured we'd talk about casino behavior. Oh, man, casino behavior, that's going to be a loaded motherfucking topic right there. So should we cut to it? Why are you in such a hurry to cut to the clip? That's usually my time. Yeah, man, but I'm excited because I edited this motherfucking clip for you this week. You edited it. That's right, man. How the fuck did you edit it? You don't know how to edit things. Motherfucker, I know how to edit things. Don't be motherfucking racist. Just because I'm black don't mean I don't know shit. Come on, man, let's cut to that clip. All right, cut to the clip.
In the food court here at the Resorts World Casino, hundreds were just feet away when this happened. Some even tell us they saw and heard gunshots, and that's something police are currently looking into.
You look at these motherfuckers, these side-ass looking
the brawl in the
motherfuckers.
Resorts
They
World
look like
Casino
they're
around
trying out
10:30
for a
last
fucking
night.
Tarzan movie, acting all crazy and
Dozens
shit.
start hurling chairs and throwing punches during the grand opening of a popular bar called Fat Tuesday. What was it like to be there?
It was chaos. It was like Royal Rumble.
Oh, rumble my ass. That looked
An
like
event
a
that quickly
motherfucking wild
turned
kingdom up in
dangerous. You
there.
can see hundreds running
motherfucking
across
National
the packed
Geographic
food
and
court
shit.
to avoid getting
Acting all
hurt in
crazy
the
like a
fight.
Zulu war
A few of
tribe
them
or some
reported
shit.
minor injuries.
All I remember was like, it was
Bitch,
just
you ain't
chairs
remember
flying
shit.
everywhere.
You high as fuck.
It was
What's up with
chaotic.
them sunglasses,
The chaos then
motherfucker? You
spilled
hiding
out
from
to
your
the
predators
casino's
and shit?
parking lot. A viewer who claims to have been driving through here at the time took this video from a dash cam. It shows what appears to be a man pulling out a gun and
You know it
opening
ain't a
fire
night till
several
one of these
times.
motherfuckers
Police
get shot.
say they did get
Think the
reports of
motherfucker
gunshots
getting
here,
shot?
but did not find any
Put that
shell
motherfucking
casings,
gun away,
and they're now
goddamn.
reviewing these images.
It was nerve-wracking. It was like, you don't know what the next thing that was going to happen.
A scare that's now getting national attention and trending on social media. The Fat Tuesday
You
incident
expect
has
it gonna
hundreds
happen. You
sounding
name a
off
place,
with comments
motherfucking Fat
including,
Tuesday.
they ruined Fat
You know
Tuesday
you
on the
know you
opening
gonna have
night,
motherfucking
and this
crowds
Fat
and
Tuesday
shit.
brawl is disgusting.
Look at these white people having a nice time. They ain't fighting or nothing. Look at these here white people. They even got a half a brother stuck right in the middle of the crowd. Look how they checking on the brother, making sure he okay, you know? Look at these fine ass bitches over here. Nobody fighting, pulling their motherfucking hair out and shit. See, white people having a nice time. Why can't we all do this shit? Look at here, they even recruited a white-fied black couple. I bet you that brother a doctor or some shit. What happens when you have a nice time in a casino? No fighting, no nothing. You make some motherfucking money. Hey, Pops, that was pretty fucking good. Hey, man, you like that? You like the little pop-up pops? Pop-up pops, motherfucker. Yeah, it was pretty good. I should let him edit more often. Okay, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop out to that maniacal, magical express into mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. Oh, but... Woo-woo! First stop, New York City. Oh, Maron, these pro-Palestine fucking protests. So they had a big protest. Every fucking college campus this week had a big pro-Palestinian protest. So they had one in Columbia, every other school. I swear to God, I've said this before. People go to college to get fucking stupid. I don't get it. I would never send my kid to college at this point. Here's how stupid these kids are. Explain to me how a bunch of spoiled fucking ragheads and liberal fucksticks, because not all of them are push starts. Some of them are fucking white kids, okay? How does a bunch of ragheads and liberal fucksticks terrorizing frail little Jew kids that just want to go to school, okay, at these universities, how do they think that this thing is going to have any effect on what goes on overseas? You think the Israelis are going, look what's happening in the schools? Maybe we shouldn't shoot? Fuck that! Okay? I have a friend in Florida. She's Jewish. Her and her husband, they left Long Island, they moved to Florida. Fucking Democrats, mind you. So she texted me the other day and she goes, are you ready to leave New York? I said, not yet. Why? She said, well, you should leave before it turns into like a jihad and you won't be my friend anymore. What the fuck are you talking about? I says, just because I get tan in the summer doesn't mean I'm siding with these fucking terrorists. Again, it's disgusting what's happening. I said, I've never seen anything like this before. I said, it really is. It's fucking crazy. So the girl is visibly upset. She has family in Israel. I understand. I says, and then I turn her, because I got to throw the fucking digger. I says, this is what happens when you vote wrong. I said, you brought this shit on yourselves, because there's a lot of Jewish Democrats who all allegedly voted for Biden. And this is what happens. Okay? So hopefully this influences their vote. And she goes, I hate to admit it, but you're right. Okay? And there you go. And that's that. Funny thing is that if you sent all of these fucking asshole kids that are protesting at these universities, if you sent them all down to live in their precious Palestine, okay, Hamas would kill every last fucking one of them within 24 fucking hours. Okay? Especially if one of them was gay or bisexual or transsexual or thought they were a fucking houseplant or something. Whatever the fuck kind of mental ailment they have, they don't put up with that shit in the Muslim, culture. They fucking shoot you. All these mouthy little bitches wouldn't be able to speak unless someone gave them fucking permission. The fucking broads are the loudest ones in these protests. The fucked up thing is, if they went to Palestine, they'd get their teeth broken the minute they opened their fucking mouth. All these little mouthy bitches would need permission to speak. They'd have to walk behind whoever their man is. They'd have to wear fucking face coverings and all this other shit. So, that's just how fucking retarded they are. They don't know how fucking good they got it. You want to stop the protests? Very simple. Rubber bullets and flamethrowers. You see how all of a sudden everybody gets along. Everybody falls in fucking line fast that way. Okay? I don't understand why we're giving these people... Well, everyone has a right to protest. Yeah? Really? That's funny. Because when some individuals protested the election... They all got labeled as domestic terrorists and locked up. Why is somebody not labeling these people domestic terrorists and locking them up? Arrests were made, and then they were fucking released. They don't tell you that shit on the news, but that's what happens. While we're in New York City, after all of this Palestinian protesting, Mayor Motherfucker finally had a lucid thought. Holy shit. The world is going to fucking collapse tomorrow. He's pissed that Columbia University allowed these students to fly the Palestinian flag. And he vocalized his displeasure. And God help me. Oh my God, this is what the world is coming to. I actually agree with the guy. Of course I agree with the guy. Okay? He said, and I quote, "Don't touch the American flag. We're not surrendering our way of life to anyone. That's our flag, folks. And you don't take over our buildings and put up another flag. My uncle died, defended this country, and these men and women put their lives on the line. It's despicable that these schools allow another country's flag to fly in our country." And he's fucking, he's 1,000% right. All of a sudden, like I said, his brain cells fired, and he had a lucid thought. What's going to happen next? Well, we're in Central Park. let's go uptown a little bit and go visit Central Park while we're at it. So, two people were fucking in the middle of the afternoon on Sunday under a blanket with people around them. I mean, it was a nice day. It really was. So they were just laying there and enjoying the beautiful day that we had last Sunday. I guess they got a little horny and started fucking. I mean, it happens. Good for them. Good for them. Okay? Hey, for some people, this is like a kink, right? They do this. It's exciting. Maybe they were, the couple for a long time. Some things think they're a little stale. You gotta spice it up a little bit, So, I mean, it's not like you could see anything. They were under a blanket, okay? I mean, you probably saw the blanket moving. I'm sure you heard a lot of stuff like moaning and grunting and slapping and, the good old mac and cheese stirring sound, because if you're doing it right, it gets, it sounds like that Velveeta mac and cheese, yeah. So people were outraged, saying that there were people and children around while these people were engaging in sexual activities. Listen, if that's the worst you see in New York City these days, consider yourself fucking lucky. Okay, where's the outrage when you see migrants flinging shit at people? Okay, or criminals that are just let out of jail because now it's racist to incarcerate a criminal unless they've murdered at least 27 people on multiple fucking locations. The woman that's complaining about this in the picture, she probably needs a good park fucking herself. Okay, someone needs to put her under a blanket and make some mac and cheese. I wouldn't fuck it with someone else's dick, but it's there. All right, next stop, Florida. So, WWE wrestling legend Hulk Hogan gave an interview with the super Christian network, the 700 Club. Apparently, his cheese slid off his cracker. And in the interview, he said he was recently rebaptized. He became a fucking born again, and how his faith was important to him. He actually described himself as a meat suit filled with the Spirit of Christ. Yeah, the Spirit of Christ with a skull-crushing headlock. Okay? What you gonna do when the holster and Christ run wild on you, brother? Yeah! God help us, another one has gone fucking batshit crazy. Next stop, Wisconsin. So, 24-year-old elementary school teacher Madison Bergman was arrested for making out with one of her 5th grade students. 5th grade. The kid's parents found texts from the teacher saying how much she enjoyed him touching her and making out with her. Fucking text messages will get you every fucking time. You gotta delete that shit, kids. You can't save it, it's evidence. Okay? All I have to say about it, 5th grade. 5th fucking grade. I don't even know if these kids' balls have dropped in 5th grade. Okay? Again, all I gotta say about this is where the fuck was this teacher when I was in 5th grade? Okay? Holy shit! I had Mrs. Devine when I was in 5th grade. My 5th grade teacher sounded like the fucking Wicked Witch of the West, right? She's always giving me detention. She was this wrinkly old Irish lady with like a lesbian haircut and this sour-looking face. Her teeth were like it looked like they were chiclets. Okay? Holy fucking shit. And I had the misfortune later on in life of running into this woman topless in Long Beach. I'm in Long Beach one day with my girlfriend at the time. I gotta say, I had to be in my 20s. And there's this topless old woman with these wrinkled shit fucking tits right in front of me. And I'm looking at her, and my girlfriend at the time looks at me, she goes, "Please tell me you're not staring at an old woman." I'm like, no. I know that lady from somewhere. She goes, "You know a topless old woman?" I'm like, "That's my 5th grade science teacher." She shut the fuck up. I'm like, "I guarantee you it is." I get up and walk over there. There's the fucking They look like two deflated supermarket plastic bags. Like, the ones you put the produce in. I walked right over to her. I said, Mrs. Devine, and she sat up, and I went, hey, how you doing? And she recognized me right away. Woman was mortified, grabbed the towel, put it. She's 70-something years old and tanning her wrinkled tits. That's the 5th grade teacher I got. This fucking kid gets someone who's tongue fucking him and resting her boobs on his fucking head. Oh, life is not fair. I get Mrs. Devine's wrinkled tits in Long Beach. And let me tell you something, man. That's something you just can't unsee. And it was a fucking scene, man. And here's another one from fucking Louisiana. So this one, at least they weren't 5th grade kids. They were teenagers. She was fucking her students and buying them booze. Okay? Fucking them and buying them booze. That's a keeper. Next stop, South Dakota. So the governor and potential vice presidential hopeful Kristi Noem does all those nice little South Dakota commercials. Very cute. She was in the news this week. She recently published a book. It was her memoirs. And in the book, she shares a story about a rambunctious little puppy that she had, who she described as untrainable. And apparently, she shot the puppy because it ruined a hunt. So she took the fucking puppy hunting, and instead of it killing the pheasants, it wanted to play with them and scared them all away. So she dragged it into a gravel pit and blew its brains out with a .30-06. I mean, who fucking does that? It's a puppy. Do not piss this bitch off. She shoots puppies, for Christ's sake. No wonder why she's single. I was wondering. I told you, when they're pretty and they're single, you know something ain't fucking firing right up there. So I don't think Trump is going to tap her for a VP pick. I think that would be that may not go too well. Okay, it's always the fucking hot ones. I'm telling you. Next stop, Scotland. We're going to Scotland now. Okay, so a tourist was mauled by a bear after rolling down the window to take a selfie with it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Can someone please tell me how the fuck did the world get so unbelievably fucking stupid? Who takes a selfie with a fucking bear? Okay, like if I'm sitting in my car and all of a sudden a bear comes up to the window, the first thing in my head is not like, let's take a selfie. I'm gonna run the motherfucking thing up. I'm gonna start it up and I'm gonna get the fuck out of there. Okay. I had an experience with a bear, and it wasn't fun, okay? It's not pleasant. So this idiot rolls the fucking window down to take a selfie. The bear freaked out and fucking mauled him. How she wasn't killed, no one knows. She needed to be airlifted to the nearest hospital. And let me tell you something, in Europe, anywhere in Europe, is not a place where you want to be fucking hospitalized. Okay? First of all, they haven't updated the hospitals since World War II. Okay? You know, everyone goes, oh, it's free medical over there. Yeah, it's free if you're European. So if you're a Scottish resident, yeah, it's free. Big deal. All the doctors are fucking civil servants. The good doctors come here where they get paid. The ones that stay you might as well have an appendectomy by your fucking mailman. You understand? So, you're not getting the best kind of medical services over there. I'm just saying. All right? I'm just putting that out there. Okay? So, later on, she was interviewed, and she said she thought that the bear wanted to be friends. Like, it couldn't get dumber, and it did. Like, she thought a fucking bear wandered out of the woods just to be her fucking friend. Like, what kind of fucking drugs was this woman on? That's the actual fucking question, okay? I mean, what did he didn't look like Winnie the Pooh. Like, if Winnie the Pooh came out of the woods, you got a 50-50 shot that he wants to be your fucking friend. This was a fucking grizzly bear. He doesn't want to be your friend. Now you have no lips and you can't blink. Good. That's how you learn. Next time you see a bear, don't try to take a fucking picture with it. That's the moral of the story. Holy shit. You thought they were dumb in America. Next up, jolly old England, mate. So, it's funny, when I was in, unrelated to this story, but when I was in Mohegan Sun, there were two vendors that were from Manchester. So, hey, mate, from Manchester, you know it. You know football. I'm like, yeah, but the real football, not the shit you guys do. Anyway, so, some old English lady was the victim of a text scam. Somebody was texting her and, like, you know, befriending her. You know how that shit goes. So she was about to send these criminals personal banking information. Luckily, her granddaughter intercepted it. You know, she intercepted what was going on and right away put the kibosh on it. And so, you know, you probably think, okay, Tommy, so what's so fucking unique about this particular scam? It happens all the time, right? Yeah, well, this old lady thought she was texting fucking Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro in the States wants my checking information. Isn't he cheeky? Holy fucking shit, what a fucking idiot. Everyone knows Robert De Niro doesn't like old white women. I mean, what the fuck, especially English ones? You don't get whiter than that. Wow, they come in all shapes and sizes, kids. Okay, your sports update. Major League Baseball, Yankees and Tigers tonight at 7:05. Mets and Rays tonight at 6:50. And Phillies and Giants tonight at 6:40. Like I said earlier, the Kentucky Derby is tomorrow. Official post time for the Derby is 6:57. So get your fucking bets in. Okay, NHL playoffs. Baby doll. Rangers completed their sweep of the Caps on Sunday. How sweet it is. Okay? So now they play the Hurricanes this Sunday. Time to be determined. I haven't gotten the time. As of 4 o'clock this afternoon, I haven't announced the time just today. You know, Islanders won one game against the Hurricanes last Saturday, just to prolong the agony. If you're an Islander fan, okay, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you, okay? Because I've been through this with the Rangers, but it's a playoff game. You know, they were already down 3 fucking games. You might as well just get it over and done with the sweep. But they had to win that one game just to prolong the fucking agony. So now, Tuesday, they're playing the Hurricanes, and they says, you know what? I'm looking at the spread, looking at the money line on Carolina was shit because they were the favorite. The odds on the Islanders were pretty good. I mean, the money line was good. So I says, you know what? There's probably like a snowball's chance in hell they're going to fucking win 2 in a row. But for $50, let's give it a whirl. Well, they cost me $50. They couldn't just win 2, right? So there you go. NBA playoffs, speaking of Tuesday. Knicks beat the Sixers last night to advance to the second round. They should have won that game fucking Tuesday at the Garden. Okay? Another one. You know what? That was a lock, that game. I was going to put money on it. And like I said, Knicks were favored to win. He says, there's no way. I said, they're going to beat Philadelphia. Philadelphia had the better numbers, but I couldn't bet against the Knicks. I'm like, I'm just going to leave that one alone. And the fucking Knicks ended up losing it in overtime. Fucking, what? That was a heartbreaker of a game. But, they won last night. They went to Philly to school those motherfuckers in their own backyard. Right in their own house. And you know something? I'm glad because I hate that fucking Joel Embiid on the team. I just cannot stand this motherfucker. He's just a motherfucker. He looks like a motherfucker. Like I want to staple his lips to the fucking floor. Okay? I can't stand him. Fucking big ugly cocksucker. Anyway, Knicks play the Pacers Monday at 7:30. I mean, listen, playoff hockey, playoff basketball, baseball season well underway. I fucking love this time of year. As long as I have a horse in the race. And it just so happens I have both of the occupants of Madison Square Garden advancing to the second round. So, yeah, it's thrilling. Okay, kids, on Tommy's Pub and Grub review. Well, like I said, being at Mohegan Sun for a few days, I had some little culinary choices here. So the first night, now one of the original restaurants there was Michael Jordan's Steakhouse, and it's still there. And it's actually the first time I ever eaten at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse was at Mohegan Sun, and it was pretty good. I like the one in Chicago better. It's actually one of my top 5 in Chicago. Okay, I do go to the one in Midtown a lot. I know all the guys in there, so I've eaten at this one before. I didn't really want a full sit-down steakhouse type of dinner. So we went, next door they opened up Michael Jordan's Sports Bar and Grill. A little bit of more of a bar menu. But they had prime steaks on. They had a prime New York strip. That's what I got. It was cooked well. I like the grilled asparagus it came with. I like the steak sauce that they made and put it on it. My problem was this. First of all, like I said, I like the one in Chicago better. But this is a prime cut steak. And it had a fucking nerve, the width of my pinky, running like almost through the middle of it. Like that you had to cut around it. It was like, if it's a prime steak, and you know when you take that fucking thing out of the cooler, you'll see the fucking nerve. You don't serve that to a customer. Maybe dice it up, put it in a salad, give it to, maybe use it as part of the fucking family meal. You don't give that to a fucking customer, okay? That tells me they don't know what the fuck they're doing back there. The second night, we went to this Mexican joint, which used to be Bobby Flay's Mesa Grill. It's like it's downstairs from the Michael Jordan Steakhouse. It's in the corner, like in the corner of the casino. That used to be back in the day Bobby Flay's Mesa Grill. It's called Sol Toro. Let me tell you something. I had pork belly tacos. They were fucking delightful. I mean, there was a slab of pork belly about that long, this thick, just running along the thing with some fire roasted peppers, onions, and tomatoes, and this nice little crema that they put on. Holy fucking shit! I could have eaten 90 of these fucking things. So the place was great. They made a damn good margarita. Problem was, we got thrown out of there. Closed at 9 o'clock. Now, had the manager. Like, we're just sitting there, we ordered a second round of drinks, we're all bullshitting. So I had the manager just come over and say, oh, guys, last call, we close at 9 o'clock. I didn't have a fucking problem with it. But this little fucking runt, okay, walks behind me, wouldn't even make it, goes, it's 9:30, we close at 9 o'clock. And it walks away, like Rain Man. I turned around, I said, was he talking to us? I said, yo, come here. I said, what are you talking to me? The guy wouldn't even fucking look up. I said, look at me. I said, you just walked behind me and yelled at the back of my head. You fucking look at me now. What did you just say? Or we close at 9 o'clock, it's 9:30. I'm like, this guy's fucking retarded. I'm like, if you want us to leave, all you gotta do is say so. Check, please. So that kind of turned me off, but the food was good. My third culinary stop was they have a Carlos Bake Shop on the upper level. It was like right by where the, where the convention hall was. Now, Carlos, for those that you don't know, based out of Newark, Hoboken, not Newark. It's the cake boss, Buddy Velastro. Now, look, I can't stand the guy. To be honest with you, I think he's a fucking clown. But everyone raves about his cakes, his pastries. Now, back in the day, I've heard of, Carlos Bake Shop in Hoboken from all the boys, from back in the day. They used to be good. I hope it still is. So he opens up the franchise bake shops. Wasn't bad. So I tried two things. When I got there Tuesday afternoon, I was a little hungry. So I just wanted something quick for lunch. So they happened to be right there. They had, like some Italian bakers used to make pizza. It was like on a focaccia, they do it like a grandma style. It's in the pan. It's basically a focaccia crust with a little sauce, maybe a little cheese, and whatever. Some peppers, onions, whatever the case. So I'm used to that. Italian bakeries in Brooklyn and the Bronx, Queens, they used to do that shit. Matter of fact, I think Amato still does it. Well, he used to. So they had pan style, grandma style pizza. It was sorry, give me a slice. It was pepperoni. I had the little cup and chop pepperonis, which I love. I said, give me a slice of that. That was fucking $7 for one slice. And I wouldn't have minded if it was good. It was on a focaccia crust, which wasn't crispy. Because they heated up in a fucking convection oven. And so it was like mushad. The sauce I didn't like. The only good highlight about it was the pepperoni. So that was overpriced and terrible. When I left, they had these cookies that looked. They were cookie sandwiches, like chocolate chip with like a buttercream, and it almost looked like a whoopie pie. And I love whoopie pies. I said, let me try one of those. It was a big cookie, and they cut it up. So I get home, I had a little snack. I cut it. I bit into it, and these fucking cookies were $7 a piece. I bought 2 of them, $14 for fucking cookies. I couldn't believe it. I mean, okay. For a bakery, okay. Was it worth $7? No. So, here's my take on Buddy Velastro's Cake Boss bullshit, Carlos Big Shop. Passable, overpriced, overrated. Okay? Just saying. Better off at Krispy Kremes. Which, by the way, they had Krispy Kremes there, which I had to get one. I had to do it. I got a Krispy Kreme donut. It was fucking delicious. I love Krispy Kremes. Okay, kids, on What the Fuck Is That? We're going to talk about shirt dresses. So what is a shirt dress? This seems to be the new spring, summer fashion craze for ladies and I suppose anyone else who thinks they're a lady. Okay? So I got to tell you, I like these. I'm not shitting on them. Okay? I think they're very sexy. Basically, it's like a big dress shirt. And that's kind of where this, like, you know, like when there's, to me, fuck the lingerie. To me, there's nothing hotter than a broad that just takes like a guy's dress shirt and just puts it on, like doesn't button it. Maybe they have like a little like thong or something, or maybe nothing, you know? But like that's just, you come home and that's what you see. You know they broke something, but at least you're going to have a good time before you find out what it is they destroyed. So there's nothing hotter than that. And that's, I guess, where this gets its inspiration from. Back in the day, back in my fucking summer bartending days, chicks in the Hamptons used to do this. They used to get like a man's shirt, like an oversized man's shirt, you know, blue with, you know, the blue stripe with the white collar and shit, and just wear that as a dress and go to the fucking beach. And I'm telling you, it's nothing fucking hotter than that. So that's kind of what this thing gets. So that's sort of where they got the idea from here. But the only thing is it should be a little bit fitted. Like, you know, you don't want like a wide fucking, like, moo type of fucking dress, okay? Cinch it in the middle a little bit, okay? And underneath it, preferably you wear like a thong or a G-string or a commando so your ass can jiggle a little bit when you walk. It's nice, okay? It keeps everyone entertained and happy. And we all need a little something to make us happy during the day. Okay, kids, on Right or Racist. Oh, we're just cruising along here. Okay, so Jewish people have the highest rate of education, bachelor's degree, or higher among all religious groups, according to a 2014 Pew Research Center data. Well, that's racist. Jews are second, with 60% having at least a bachelor's degree. Hindus are number one at 77%, and the Jehovah's Witnesses have the lowest rate at 12% because they're fucking morons. Okay? The more you know. Okay, kids, your PSA. So for this week's PSA, I give you Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition's newest feature. Denver Broncos cheerleader, 29-year-old Kansas native, Berkeley Wright. Motherfucking marvelous. They definitely build them right in Kansas, kids. You're welcome. Okay? Stay COVID-less, no mask, don't ask haters, and kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? Spend your Friday wrap-up. I'll see you when I see you.